Hey, Kevin.
One of these days, I'm gonna get it right, man.
No, that's no worries.
Sorry.
It's all good. Looks like we got Joabe.
Hey guys,
Welcome
Hello.
back.
there we go. Now we got it.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's cool. So we got Liz.
Can we
Hello.
hear Elise?
Can you?
Yeah.
Yay!
And I think we're
So
waiting
much better.
for Melissa. Sorry about that, Elise.
Sorry about what?
The link not working.
Oh, you're fine. Thanks for organizing all that. It's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm not good with this stuff, obviously.
You figured it out though.
So I think we're just waiting for Melissa.
She's around here somewhere. There she is.
Hi,
Hey,
Hi, Melissa.
how's it going?
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right. Well, we all did really good last week, obviously, by the grade that we got. Yay.
Yeah.
But we should probably cut it to 12 to 15 minutes like the teacher said, I guess.
I know.
Sorry about that, teacher.
Very pointed point at the end.
Do we want to start a timer or something so we could keep track, or just kind of?
I was going to do it on my phone.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I'll do what, 15? 12, 15?
Yeah.
So we're saying it's gonna be like about how long for each person?
Like
Say that
3.5 minutes or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's supposed to be an open discussion, if I'm not mistaken, as far as chapter 3 and 4, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And the different
Yeah.
approaches to leadership.
Yeah.
Couple question there, right? That we have to go through. We have to discuss which perspective or approach us for each one individually, and also how leaders can motivate followers to achieve their goals. So
So, Joabe, why don't you lead us in that, since you have everything sorted out, and you have a really good idea as far as what you want to talk about.
So I'm starting. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. Are we good? Are you recording everything?
Yeah.
Cool.
When you watch
All right,
the video,
so,
if you guys go back and replay the video, you're just going to see my face staring at the computer screen to see if it worked for the first couple minutes. So I apologize. But Joabe, go ahead.
So thank you. I'll jump in first, and then for me, by reading the chapters and three, I kind of align more, what's specified in chapter 4 when it comes to the transformational approach, right? For me, that's incorporates all the concepts that I believe that for being creative, right? So it comes with creativity. Leaders are innovative. They can, they always start the status quo, right? For new ideas, so they are always innovating.
Hey, Joabe?
Yes, go ahead.
Is anyone else experiencing some problems with his internet feed?
Yes.
It's a little choppy.
It's cutting.
Yeah,
It's cutting pretty bad, yeah.
It's skipping.
I'll try to talk more.
Yeah, it keeps going back to your picture. It's like it's losing connectivity to the Wi-Fi. Did anyone else want to jump in and piggyback off what he was saying?
Yeah, why not?
Go, Elise.
So to me, I mean, just like concluding all of chapter 4 pretty much, which is, in my opinion, kind of like what the prompt was as far as what we're supposed to talk about, because it talked most about the different types of leaders. And to me, it was just the idea of a good leader or a successful leader is someone that is really motivational and positive. And like they kept emphasizing the charismatic, which I found that to be a bit interesting because I mean, there's leaders, like they said in chapter 3, that aren't as charismatic. They're introverted. They're a little more quiet. So I feel like it didn't really express the non-extroverted leadership types, which I just thought was interesting. But yeah.
So you would agree with it? So your preferred approach to leadership is a transformational approach to leadership?
Yeah, I would say so.
I would probably agree with you. I kind of was on the fence between transformational approach to leadership and the relational approach, because I think both are more hands-on and really trying to lean towards the more positive form of leadership rather than focusing on the negative, which I don't know. It just seems like I like working for supervisors and managers that provide more positive reinforcement than negative reinforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me, I kind of fell into, I guess I'll be the odd one out. I kind of fell into the functional role a little bit, but then mixing that a little bit with the relational. Because, well, the functional made the most sense to me, at least, because it's very straightforward. It's very like
Black and white.
As it says on page 87, the functional leadership or leader is going to be the one that's most likely acting like a leader and performing leader roles. So that one made the most sense to me just because it's very straightforward, very much like this leader will act as the leader, be telling people what to do, be offering support and stuff like that. So that one made the most sense to me. But so I kind of fall into that category mixed with the relational category where you have the task orientation where you're saying, hey, we have to get this done. I'm going to provide that direction for you. And then also the relational where I want to take the time to get to know you as well too. And then not just tell you what to do, but also build a relationship so that when I tell you what to do and tell you why we do it that way or why that needs to be done, it's not just a command and it's not just a, hey, do this. It's more of, hey, I do it this way, or we need to do this because this leads to better quality, or this leads to a better product or something like that. So building that rapport with the people that you're trying to lead, as well as making sure that the tasks that need to get done get done.
Great.
Where I work, we kind of use a like a functional approach mixed with a relational approach, where like our job in filling orders, packing orders, shipping orders, you already know your role coming into work. You don't have to have a manager come and tell you what to do. But it helps having a supervisor manager kind of helping out when you do need the help. So yeah, I would probably agree with you there where functional approach meets relational approach. Yeah, I guess it's different for, working in different places. Like a hair salon isn't going to use different kind of management approach compared to like someone working at UPS or FedEx, something like that.
Exactly. You made a great point. Kevin, that's not the answer at the end of the day. right? It depends. It all depends on the environment that you're placing into it, and that will drive what kind of approach will work better.
And you're in management too, aren't you, Joabe?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Aren't you in management?
Yes.
What kind of leadership approach do you use at work? Like, what do you see yourself as?
You know, I'm as I was start speaking. You know, the transformational. You know, last week we talked about that. How you call that was the democratic. Democratic leadership communication style. You know, that's pretty much my kind of style. You know, I like to engage people. I like to get everyone when it comes to decision making. Besides, this is what we do. The team we have this situation and open up for suggestions for that. Compile everything and then propose recommendation. That point forward, if the group doesn't vision, and I have to step in and say, okay, that's the way we're gonna proceed going forward. But I'm more open up to get input from people and then solicit feedback. Those type of situation and approach.
I don't
Okay.
know.
It's my turn, I think. I had a really hard time with this because chapter 3 was packed full of information. And I felt like every time I went through one type of leadership that I identified like strongly with that one. And then I went to the next one. I was like, no, this is the better one. I tended to favor the relational type of leadership. Mostly because it tied so well with kind of the democratic way of leadership as well. So I think that's why. But the main functions of the relational was mostly working on the relationship between the followers and the leaders, but making it more of a positive environment instead of focusing on tasks, and that it promoted like unique interactions and
We lose Melissa too?
Wi-Fi's struggling.
Yeah, I think
my experience is kind of a similar. My boss uses relationships to gain our trust, and in turn, we do a better job because we like working with her.
We lost you there for a second, Melissa. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
We got
What was the
most
last-
of it, though.
You got most of it.
Yeah. All of a sudden, your screen went blank, and I was like, "What's going on?" What was as far as the relational approach? Did you like the one thing that stuck out with me is the leader membership exchange theory? And I wish more companies would use something like this because I think it would be nicer to work for these companies where the followers tend to stay at their jobs longer and they have better home life, and it's just more of a positive approach to work. Did anyone pick the traits approach?
I thought it was interesting just because you look for leaders in the type of personality they are, like first and foremost when you meet people. Or
I thought that type of leadership was a little more like stagnant though, like because your personality is fixed. So there's no room for like growth or education within that. So I thought it was an interesting perspective, but like not one that I favored.
Yeah, and I can see how historically that was more of the popular way of choosing your leaders. I mean, right now we're not walking down the street thinking who we're going to do battle with, whereas, you know,
It's true. Well,
whereas
no, it's,
you know,
might get to that point.
talking sort of way historically, you would, man, that's a big dude. I want him to be on my team when we fight. You know.
Historically, how far
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny though, because when you're a kid, you're looking for who you want on your team when
Right.
you're playing a sport, and it tends to be, oh, I want that kid because he's big and strong. So you almost kind of learn it as a child, and then you almost separate yourself from that and say that's not what makes a leader.
Right.
My son said that at dinner today. He was in gym class and his team didn't win. And I said, well, what were you playing? He said, floor hockey. And I said, well, why didn't you win? He goes, because they stuck me with a bunch of girls. I go, well, what's wrong with that, buddy? And he goes, because they don't like to play floor hockey. I go, are any of them good at it? He said, no. They just stuck me there because I score all the time. And then everybody came to me because they knew I'd have the puck all the time. So, yeah, I can relate to that. So I had to have a long chat with him after dinner to tell him that sometimes that's okay. But, yeah, you're absolutely right. He wanted to play with his friends, and he got stuck with people that he normally doesn't play with. So he was like, at dinner the whole time. I was like, sorry, I don't know anybody.
That's funny.
Did you guys write your discussion posts on the paternalistic approach yet?
Yes.
I thought
that was really interesting.
I thought that was really interesting.
Wait, what?
Chapter 3's?
Yeah,
Post?
on page 97.
Did I skim over that? Man, you just called me out. Oh, okay.
After the application, yeah, I usually kind of skip through that.
Yeah, no, I didn't read that. Thanks a lot. Let me put that on here.
You have to read it to write your discussion post this week anyway. So
Yeah, I do. At least we're ahead of the curve as far as getting the stuff done. We agreed to meet on Thursdays because it's due on what, the 28th?
Yeah, that's actually helping me keep on schedule. So because
Yeah,
I'm going to have to get all of my stuff done by Thursday. So
I know. I know.
Speaking of staying on schedule, our 15 minutes just ended, so we can keep discussing, but just to give you guys a heads up.
Thank you very much, Elise. See, we got a good group.
Yeah, that was helpful. Thank you.
We got a good group. Well, sorry I was a little off earlier today. The whole Keenan house has been sick with the flu. It's been horrible.
Oh my gosh, that's scary.
Oh, it's going around the area, I'll tell you that much. Yeah.
By area you mean the whole country. So
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
had 2 people out with it in the store this week, and everyone's like washing their hands like crazy. So
Our whole department at work smells like hand sanitizer.
not a bad thing.
Well, any closing remarks?
I guess, again, thank you all for your commitment and your time today. I think we did another year. Everybody was able to collaborate with something, and I'm pretty sure we will again, and then we'll get a full grade. Hopefully, once again.
Fingers crossed.
And I'm sure like not going over by 40 minutes is
I
gonna.
know.
It was an hour last week.
I'm glad
We're getting better.
We're
getting better.
Though. It was okay.
I was nervous though. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I hope we don't get points taken off for this."
And we could hear Elise all this time, so
Good.
Yeah. It worked this time. That was nice.
Traveling to Kentucky in the middle of nowhere and grabbing Wi-Fi on the way, so this is good.
Kentucky's awesome though.
Yeah, I mean, coming from Chicago though, it's quite the change.
It's true.
Yes. Although once you get, see, we usually go to the Smokies.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get south of, where's University of Kentucky?
Lexington.
Yeah. So once you get like a half hour south of Lexington, it's awesome.
Yeah. We didn't. It was in Lexington. Was where the wedding was, so we didn't make it that far.
There's a nice Costco off the interstate there.
All right, on that note.
How was your wedding? Was it good?
It was really good. Yeah. My childhood best friend got married, so that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, everybody.
Well,
All right.
we'll see you next week.
I will submit the link, and if anybody has any comments or issues, just hit it up on the Google Hangouts.
Good luck on the quiz, everyone, except Joe Abe. You've already taken it, so. I mean, good
Sorry,
luck on
man.
you too, but, you know.
Better times are ahead, Joe Abe.
Truly believe.
All right, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Have a
All
good
right, guys. You guys have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.